And just like that, we are back home and I'm a wife. Still can't stop saying that because it does feel weird. Like, everyone keeps asking us, me mum and me stepdad Neil and then Brad, when I was at theirs last night, were like, what does it feel like to be a wife? Oh my god, you've got a different surname. And I'm like, guys, don't do that, okay? It's weird because, like, obviously we had a wedding day and then we went straight on the honeymoon, and it feels like just weird, like strange. I don't think it's actually sunk in yet, if I'm being completely honest, like, because I haven't had to do any of the legal stuff, like start to change my name and that yet, but we did get our marriage certificate through the post, so obviously I'm going to have to start doing that. I feel like someone told us that I can keep my passport in my current name because I've only just gotten my passport like not that long ago, so I need to look in everything and, you know, figure it all out because I'm not really sure at the situation. But we are back home after the most amazing honeymoon and wedding, and yeah, it all just feels surreal to be back home. How long we're in England for, your guess is as good as mine, because there may be some plans coming up, which if I'm very, very excited for. We'll just stop there for now. But anyway, I'm back home and we have absolutely nothing in the house because obviously we've been away, and the last few days when we've been at home, we've either got takeaways or we've been scrounging the cupboards for the tins and stuff that we've had in, but there's now in. So I'm sitting outside Aldi and I'm going to go in and hopefully get a food shop, but I really do need to make a plan of what we need to get because I feel like I've put on a lot of weight, guys. Well, I've put on about half a stone in the last few weeks, probably 3 or 4 weeks, which I know in the grand scheme of things not that much. Like, I've been on my honeymoon, I've been having my wedding, I haven't been caring about my food and fitness like, you know, I would be if I was trying to lose weight, or like I was prior to the wedding. But I just feel a bit shit in myself and a bit groggy and a bit like just not great, and I want to get back into healthy eating just because overall it just makes us feel absolutely amazing. So I want to go into Aldi, stock up on the fruits, the veg, make myself a little bit of a meal plan of stuff that I want to be eating over the next week or so, and yeah, just try and stick to it because I really need to start eating better to make us feel the best version of myself. We've got Dolly for a week as well. My mum and Neil, I've just dropped them at the airport there before, and they are off to Palmanova for a week, so they will be getting the sun. So Dolly is coming to ours for the week, so I'm going to be picking her up in a little bit. She's just back at me mum's, so I'll get her later. But yeah, oh, I've just heard a plane. Could it be them? No, it's a bit early to be them. They'll be having their airport pint at the minute. It's 15 degrees today, which I'm actually quite surprised at. I've got a bloody cardigan on. I mean, in the car, obviously, always is that bit hotter, and it feels hotter in the car. But also, I'm just like, yeah, you know, the day we came back, it was absolutely pissing down all day, and it was really, really, really raining. But it's actually been quite nice the days after that since we got back. So I'm like, summer isn't over yet. Skinny dipping with my heart out, it's my favorite part. Now we ain't gotta tell no one. A never ending midnight sun. I might have bought Zara Larson tickets, it's alright. I bought one Zara Larson ticket for myself because nobody I know loves her the way I do, and she's playing in Manchester and I really wanted to go and see her. So let's just say I'm going to be doing my first ever solo concert if nobody comes with us. I'm a little bit apprehensive. I feel like that's a scary thing to do solo. My friend Georgia did solo. She went to see Drake and she said it was amazing, and she met someone there and had a really good day or evening or concert. But yeah, I did buy a Zara Larson ticket and I'm very excited. So if anybody is going to see her in Manchester in November, please let us know, and maybe we could like grab a drink or something. I don't know. But anyway, I'm very excited. I love Zara Larson so much. I've got her music on repeat and I can't wait for the new album. I've got to stop nattering and head into Aldi and get the food shop done, or else at this rate it ain't ever gonna get done. First things first, I'm going to use my conditioner spray. This is a leave-in one. I've been using it for a few months and I do really like it, and I forgot to take it to, well, I didn't forget, I just don't really take full-size products away with us ever, but I think I'm going to start the minis. I like using products when I find a one that I like, and then obviously when I go away I'm using minis, and then I feel like it's just like messing up my full routine. But anyway, I really like this, and I missed it in Thailand, so I'm glad to have it back. A hairdresser once told us as well, every time you put a product, I think it was at the Dry Bar in Harrods Beauty, they told us every time you put a product on your hair, brush it, and then before you put anything else on, to spread it right through your hair. Which, don't know if I did that prior, might have, might not have, but if you don't brush every product separately through, make sure you are. And it makes sense, doesn't it? And make sure it's lathered right through your hair. That was such a lush bath. I feel like it's just what I needed. Did I start the book though? Did I hell? I ended up doom scrolling on TikTok and didn't start the book, and then I ended up watching a vlog on YouTube. So yeah, still haven't started the book. It's now on my bedside table. Will it be started tonight? Your guess is as good as mine. Right. Then I'm going to go in with this. This is my hair helper spray. It's got biotin and caffeine infused. It is for thinning and hair loss. I got this at a time when I felt like I was losing a lot of hair. I don't feel like I am. I feel like I've just got, like, you know when you brush your hair and you lose a lot of hair? I just lose a lot of hair then. But obviously I've bought it, so I'm going to use the product up. I don't know if it actually does anything, to be completely honest. To be fair, like, I don't feel like my hair is thin, so that product might be working, but I've changed my hair a lot recently. Like, I don't dye it that often, and when I do, I get very low maintenance styles, like either like, well, obviously highlights, drag through, all that kind of thing. So I feel like I don't really know if that product's helped the hair growth, but it might well have. And then I got this in Thailand. It is a hair tonic Thai herbal bergamot and aloe vera. It's apparently for dandruff control and scalp issues. So I'm going to take one for the team and just spritz it. And it says with your fingertips to rub it in. So that is exactly what I'm going to do. And I hope it hurts. I hope it helps dermatitis. And I feel like the main issues where I get it is at the front of my scalp. So that's where I'm going to... Oh my god, it's a really nice fine mist actually. I really like that. If I fall in love with this product, does that mean I'm going to have to go to Thailand again to go and get more? I mean, I've got enough there for a bit, but you know, that's the thing with... Like, I love buying products when I go all different places, but if you like it, you can't get it again. I mean, you could probably get it on Amazon, couldn't you? But it's not the same as buying it in the place. Right, quick brush. Quick brushy brush, and then it'll be heat protectant. Last but not least, at the minute I've just got the VO5 heat protectant spray. I always buy heat protectants that I can use when my hair is wet and dry, because I like to use them wet and dry, obviously, before I like style my hair and stuff. So I'm going to lather it in this. When I lived at my mum's, I remember every hair care product I ever got, whether it was like, I never bought them, but if I got gifted any, or if it was for Christmas, or anything, or if it came in a set and I got like hair products, I would just give it straight to my mum. I didn't put anything on my hair. I just didn't think it was worth it, to be honest though. When I look back, I had such a bad skincare routine, and I remember when I look back at my old vlogs when I lived at my mum's, if I ever like took my makeup off in a vlog, I'd still have like a ring of foundation up here, and if I had them bloody eyelash extensions on, the amount of makeup that was stuck in them, it gives us the actual ick. Like, Demi girl, Demi. Right, I let my hair soak with them products in for a minute. Oh, I was going to do my rehab oil as well. I'll do some oil on the ends of the hair. I love these little capsules. You get them from, well, I get these from Rehab, and they come in little dose packets, but they're so handy for travelling with as well, because you just literally take a few with you, or however many you want. And they smell so nice. If I can get the lid back on. The oil through my hair as well, because I haven't put anything on the lengths of my hair. And I feel like it gives us a nice smooth, just like keeps it nice, you know, and that's what we're after. Nice hair in life. Who wouldn't want that? Just going to make sure it's underneath as well, because that's my problem. Like, I often run things through my hair and like focus on the top, but like, you have layers of hair, Demi. Do all your layers. I actually find the amount of oil they give you in there is like a bit too much for my hair. obviously it's got to cater for everyone, hasn't it, if you've got like thick hair and stuff. Right, that's the hair products on. I'm just going to pop the headband on so we can get the skincare done and have a little chat. I haven't talked much this vlog. I feel like I've just been getting stuff done and kind of taking you along on the bits that I've been doing. How are you all? How is life treating you? What have you been up to? I feel like we've been all go. Obviously, we got married, we had the wedding, we went on the honeymoon, and it was all just very like back to back, which like honestly I loved it. I loved being in the bubble when we went on the honeymoon, still being in that bubble, but I also just be like, have I breathed? Have I had time to breathe? I'm actually excited to be home, and I feel like I've slotted back into a routine really well, which is quite unlike me. Usually when I go away, it takes us quite a while to get back into a routine at home again. But yeah, I've slotted into a routine quite nicely, which is good. I've also been on a bit of a mission to organise the full house. Now, this is not something that I've been vlogging the actual process of doing. And I know for yous that love them type of videos, you might be a little bit like, why haven't you been documenting this? But there's actually a bit of a story. So I did a little bit of online therapy a few months ago, and obviously I don't know if you know, but I've talked a bit about my mental health problems and like my mental health issues online over the years, and I've had a few of them, you know. That reminds us I need to take me evening meds. Not something I've been shy about. I have got issues, and me and my head don't always get along. We don't. We have issues with each other. Mood stabiliser complete. So I was doing some kind of like talking therapies and stuff, which is never something I've agreed with in the past, but I decided to give it another go because I kind of felt like I was a little bit of a loss as like to what I was experiencing in my head and how I dealt with it, and I didn't really know. So I gave it a go, and one conversation that I had which kind of sparked something in my head is I was talking about how majority of the time my head feels cluttered. Like, even though there could be like nothing much going on, or I could be really organised with work, I could be really organised with things, I was like, my head sometimes just feels really cluttered, and it's a feeling that I can't shift, and I don't know how to shift it. And we had this conversation about, is your surroundings cluttered? And I was kind of just like, not really. Like, I wouldn't say I live in a really cluttered house. And she was like, but are you one of these people that will go out like every season and buy loads of new decor? And do you have like way too many mugs for the amount of people that live in your house? And I was like, well, yeah, that rings true, but who doesn't have all of that stuff? Do you know what I mean? And she was like, yes, people do have that, but we've like, and she was explaining how like we've come to an online culture where we feel like we need everything. And it's so funny because I don't know if you've seen the clip on this vlog where I went into Home Bargains, B&M, sorry, and there was loads of pumpkin decor. And it really made us think that this is 100% what I feel like she was referring to. Like, me 2 years ago, or me when I first bought the house, would be in there buying every single thing that was pumpkin themed, even though I didn't need it, but it had a pumpkin on it, and we were going into September, and I needed to vlog about having a mug with a pumpkin on it because my content then wasn't going to fit the theme if I didn't. And I feel like that's so stupid to say out loud, but it is definitely the mindset I had of like, I need to go to B&M and get everything with a pumpkin on it to make sure my living room looks like September. Do you know what I mean? And that is definitely how I'd felt in my head. So I had a bit of a reflection, and I was like, look, I'm going to declutter as much things as I can in the house. So I decluttered like all of our mugs. We'll still have probably too many mugs for 2 people living in the house. But I want to like slowly start decluttering everything in the house that I just feel like I don't need and doesn't bring me joy. And like, I'm referring to mugs a lot, but I feel like mugs is just an example of this. Like, we didn't need all the mugs we had, so I decluttered a load of them, and I've slowly been going through loads of things like my bags. And I'm not saying that I'm going to be a minimalist, because I'm definitely not. This is me, and that is not going to be me. But I want to just start like trying to be a bit more conscious. So obviously I do have loads of September themed things from when we first moved into the house. I've got like a drawer downstairs, and it's got loads of like pumpkin-y stuff in. I'm not saying I'm gonna like get rid of all of that, because there is pieces in there that I really like and I want to have, but I'm just gonna try and be a bit more conscious of like things. And basically, I'm trying to just get rid of a load of shit and not have shit around the house that then I also think brings shit into my head. And I do feel like that's true for me, especially in my personality and the type of person I am, because if I have like let the kitchen get a mess, for example, and if I go to bed and then if I wake up in the morning and the kitchen's still a mess because I didn't do it before I went to bed, then I am in such a bad mood instantly because the kitchen's a mess, and it just puts us in like a shit mood. I'm like, well, why didn't I just clean the kitchen, or why is the kitchen a mess? So I feel like this mentality, if this is making any sense at all, but I feel like this mentality is true with my brain. I don't deal with clutter well, and I like clutter though, and I get a buzz from buying stuff. So, you know, it ain't gonna be an easy transition, but I am slowly trying to declutter and sort things out a little bit. This is not something I've been documenting either, and I know people will be like, oh my god, that's like the perfect opportunity to try and vlog. But when I'm decluttering or organising a space, to me that's like therapy. It really is. Like, I really enjoy organising, decluttering and sorting stuff. Like, I really enjoy it. To then have to bring the camera into that and sort out angles and get involved with all that, that's when it then doesn't become like something I want to do. Like, I just want to put my head down, put a true crime documentary on and declutter. That's what I want to do when I'm in that headspace of doing it. So that's why I've not been documenting it. I'm always happy to show the after results, but I just feel like it's not something that I'm going to actually document doing step by step. Maybe I will do bits, maybe I won't. Anyway, but yeah, I'm happy to show like after bits. I mean, there's bits around the house that I couldn't show step by step and in upcoming vlogs and stuff, but yeah, I just wanted to tell you what I've been doing. It's a little bit of a difficult one because Henry and Luna are driving us a little bit insane recently, and I feel like that person where, like, I don't want to talk about it because they are perfect dogs. Like, they are my babies, and me and Sean love them a bit. My mum and Neil love them a bit, but we're having a few issues. One being Henry does not sleep through the night, and we didn't crate train them through the evening, so this could be our fault, but they both sleep in the bed. And Henry is in and out of that bed. I counted last night because I was so frustrated. 7 times he got in and out of that bed. It got to the point where, so basically when he's getting out of the bed, he's either going into his bed or he's crying to go downstairs for a wee. Now, Henry's always had a sensitive stomach, and this is something that we're not really sure how to help. Like, we've had him at the doctors and the vets, and they've literally said, not the doctors, we've had him at the vet, and they've literally just said the thing, he's got a sensitive stomach. He's on Eden, which is a really good food brand. He has a bit of butternut box, which he really likes and is really good for his stomach. And then plain chicken and rice as well is also part of his diet. And then he gets treats as well. But I always make sure the treats are ones that are like 100% chicken, or like things that aren't gonna like unsettle his stomach. Luna doesn't have issues with her stomach so much, like not ones we've noticed, but she does obviously go to the toilet through the night as well. And last night before 3 a.m. I was up 7 times with them because they were crying to go out. So obviously I take them out. Now, they do have a water bowl in the bedroom, so they've always got access to water. Now, I don't personally feel comfortable taking away access to water through the middle of the night. I feel like that's just not something that should be necessary, but then it just seems like they can't hold their bladder. They, yeah, and I just feel like a bit of a wit's end at it because obviously it's affecting my sleep. And then if Sean has got like an early shift, like a day shift, then obviously I'm getting up all through the night, and then like he's like going to work, and then I'm just like, so but from 3 a.m. this morning I was sleeping on the sofa just because they just kept wanting to go out, and I just thought there's no point in going back to bed because they're going to be up in literally half an hour again. So I just went on the sofa, and I just was already like in a bit of a bad mood about that since we got back, because it's been even worse since we got back. And I don't know if it's just the whole unsettling of being at my mum's then being here. I'm not really sure, but I was frustrated about that. And then today on a walk, Henry and Luna haven't really been around children much. Like, we don't have children. There's not many like small children in the family. A young child, which was about the height of Henry and Luna, came running around a corner, and Henry started barking at the child. I got a fright. Obviously the child got a fright. The dad of the child got a fright. And I was just like in a right kerfuffle, and I didn't know what to do. Like, Henry is the most placid dog ever. Like, he doesn't show aggression. He has barked around other dogs, but I think that's a protection for Luna. And I don't know if he just got a fright the way that this child came running around the corner, or like what the situation was. But for me, it was really like, I got such a fright that like I got home and I started crying just because I was just like, oh my god, what happened? And now, because it happened so quick, I can't work out like what he was actually barking for. Was it because he got a fright, or was he going for the child? Like, I don't think he was going for the child. The child was absolutely fine, by the way. I just want to put that out there. He didn't get the child, and I checked with the dad. The child was fine. I just want to really put that out there. But I think it was just the scenario where like I didn't expect him to do that. Obviously the child didn't, and it was just a situation situation where like the child come running around the corner and Henry was sniffing that corner, and I think he got a fright, but also it was a really scary situation because I didn't know how to react when he did that because I'd never seen him do that before. And then when he started, Luna started, because she was like, what the hell's happening? And she chimed in. And it was just really stressful. And I just feel like, I know they're small problems and they're probably not like massive problems, but I just feel a little bit like, what the hell is happening? What is happening? But anyway, yeah, so they're my issues at the minute, and I just feel a little bit of a wit's end, especially the through the night ones is really getting us down, because my dogs have never slept through the night. They've always got up at least once or twice, and that is just an issue that I've had with them. We've had them at the doctors, they've been like tested, they've had wee samples, like nothing has ever come back. I think it's just, I don't know if it's a habit, I'm not really sure, but Henry's also really like fussy about where he sleeps as well. So he'll get in the bed to get in the duvet, because if you have whippets, you know, they love being snugged with you in the duvet on your legs. So like he gets in the duvet, but then he gets too hot. Or if you know he's getting hot and you try to pull his face a little bit out the duvet just so he can breathe and it won't unsettle him, he gets annoyed, and then he gets out of the bed, and then he gets back in the bed, and then let's just say they're pissing us off a little bit at the minute, alright? So got a little bit of issue that I'm trying to sort with the pups. But anyway, now I've had my rant at you. Tell us your rant, what's happening in your life. So I feel like this week it's just a kind of getting back into routine week. I've did the food shop, got some cereals, got some healthy stuff. We had these little kind of potato-y things that I got from Aldi tonight for tea, and I did some side salad and a stew thing. I thought it was decent. I'm not sure Sean liked it that much. He didn't eat the stew and he didn't eat the salad, but to be fair, he still got a bit of a bad stomach from Thailand, so he's not back to his full appetite yet anyway. So I feel like that's the problem more than my cooking. No, that's what I'm telling myself, make myself feel better, alright? So, skincare done, what am I going to do? I need to dry my hair. I'm sitting here with wet hair. I heard a trick actually, and someone said if you can't be arsed to dry your hair, like just say if you've got out the shower and you can't be arsed to dry it now, at least dry the roots, because then it'll help you, or it'll maintain your hair cleaner longer. So I heard something that made sense at the time, but what I've just repeated did not make sense, so your guess is as good as mine. Right, I'm going to blast this and pop it in plaits just so it's got a bit of wave tomorrow or some shape to it.
I'm in bed, hair's in plaits. I've just read the first 2 chapters of this. I decided I was going to give it a read, and I've only done the first 2 chapters because I just want to kind of do 2 chapters a night before bed, I think. So I need to fold it over so I remember. Not like I'll forget I'm on chapter 3, but you know, I think it's going to be a good read. I've never actually read any of Colleen Hoover's books before. I have heard loads of people say that she's a really easy writer, so if you want to get into reading, she's like a good author to start with. And I would say about a year ago, I was really into reading. I read quite a lot of the books on my bookshelf downstairs, but I don't know, I just kind of phased out of it like I do with everything in life and just stopped. But I want to get back into it because I just feel like I need a distraction from like being on my phone. So yeah, obviously the books is something that I would like to do, is start reading more. So I'm thinking 2 chapters a night before I go to bed could be a little thing, and then in the mornings if I fancy reading a chapter I could do that as well, or if there's just points throughout the day that I want to have a little read, then I will. But yeah, apparently this one's different to the books that she normally writes. She's wrote a little bit at the beginning explaining how it all came about, and apparently this is a very different style of writing for her, but I quite like the first 2 chapters, so hopefully it'll be a read for me, and I do like a writing style from what I've seen so far, so we'll see. But yeah, I want to start back up the hikes as well. I feel like that's just dropped off the radar again, and I know getting into the winter months it's not going to be as easy, but I really enjoyed it, so I want to get back on some more hikes. I just feel like the stuff that I've been doing for my mental health have slipped a little bit, so I want to try and pick it back up. My scrapbooking, I'm really behind on my travel scrapbook, so I want to try and pick that back up. Go back to the gym. I need to go back to my David Lloyd and maybe look at booking onto some classes. It's just little things that obviously keep us in a good headspace mentally and physically, that I just feel like slipped a little bit, so I need to kind of, you know, get back into that and my healthy eating, which I'm trying to do. But yeah, books is another thing that I want to try and get back into, so we'll see. I'll keep you updated if I do read this, like at every stage, and it also holds us accountable. Let us know what you are reading, if you currently have a read at the minute, or if you've read this, what your overall thoughts were. This is called Too Late, Colleen Hoover. But yeah, I'm gonna go to bed now, put podcast on and go to sleep. Yes, I fall asleep to true crime. I know that is weird. I don't know how I got into this habit, but there's true crime podcasts on YouTube with like relaxing rain sounds, and for some reason I'm hooked on them, and they're what help us fall asleep. So I've also put the hair in little plaits to give it a bit of a wave from the morning. But yeah, it's ASMR and bedtime. As you can see, I did not get changed today as of yet. I've just literally got up and got cracking straight away with the things I wanted to do around the house. I do need to go out though, because I think Doll Doodles has been sick on the duvet cover and it doesn't fit in our washing machine, and it's seeped through the cover onto the actual duvet. So I need to take it to the big Wash Me, the Wash Me thing. Yeah, my local supermarket, there's a big washing machine. I'm going to take it there because it's a Super King and it doesn't fit in our washer, so I'm going to take it there, and then you wait half an hour, they text you. There's a few bits I need to pick up in Home Bargains, so I'll go there while it's washing, and then it'll dry, and then I'll leave it and then come back and get it once it's dry, and then put the sheet back on it. But basically I just got cracking straight away with all the stuff I needed to do. Started cleaning, more organising. I'm really giving myself like 4 days, which this is probably like my second day, to get everything I want to get organised, cleaned and sorted. I just really want the house to feel the way that I want it to be, and I'm working hard to get it there. That's been today's goal, so I haven't even bothered to get changed, to be honest with you. I've just thought, what's the point? I'm in the house. But I probably will shower. Well, I will shower and put some fresh clothes on just so I feel better. And yeah, but today has just been crack on with stuff. Get up, crack on, get up, crack on. I just want to get it done, and I'm feeling really motivated about it as well. Like, I'm getting up, cracking on and feeling motivated. And also there's been a few points today as well where I thought of the book I started last night, the Colleen Hoover one. I've thought of it, thought about the storyline in the first 2 chapters, so I'm quite excited to get into bed tonight and have a read of that. And that's what I wanted with the books. I wanted to be like getting up or thinking about the books that I'm reading, so I'm quite excited that that one's made us feel like that. So hopefully I'll enjoy reading it, and I'll get another few chapters done tonight when I go to bed. Finally got myself ready. The bloody cheek of us to actually get ready at this point, but you know what, I don't even care, because I got so much done this morning of stuff that I wanted to get done around the house, and it just felt really, really productive. But yeah, so I'm currently sitting outside of the Wash Me. I'm gonna go and have a look at it before I drag the big duvet, and like, I'm standing with a duvet. I'm gonna have a look and just try and work it out, and then come back, get the duvet and put it in. So I can say that there's a Wash Me 9kg, a wash 20kg, or a dry 20kg. Obviously I'm gonna need it dried as well, so I'm gonna have to put it in the wash and then come back and switch it to the dry. It is a bit of an inconvenience, and to be honest, like, this is a little secret, guys. Well, it's not a secret, but I got offered to work with this company, the Wash Me company, and I actually rejected it only because when I looked into it, it doesn't lock. So I thought with these big washers and stuff like that, I thought that when you put your stuff in there, it would lock, and then it would unlock with like a code or something like that that you would give it, but it doesn't. It just unlocks. So when I got back after doing the ad with them, so like, I actually filmed the ad, when I got back to doing the ad with them, the washer was unlocked, and like all my clothes could have just been taken. And I know that's like, and I was just like, what the hell? And I didn't like the idea of it at all. And I remember saying to Sean, how pathetic's that? Like, what's the point in that if anyone can go and get your clothes, but you have to be there at the time it opens? And I didn't realise that. So I'd gone home and I was like, sort myself out, and I was like, oh, there's no rush to go and pick it up. Oh no, there is a rush to go and pick it up, because your clothes are literally just sitting there. Anyway, long story short, but I actually need it today because my duvet doesn't fit in my washer, so I don't know what else I would do. If it's like too expensive, then I'm like, do I just dump this duvet and get another one from Home Bargains? But I'm sure this duvet cost about £35. It's not like an expensive one. It was from Home Bargains originally. So I want to compare the prices, but I'm pretty sure the big one, a big wash in here, is 16 quid, which is quite a lot of money. And then obviously I need to look at the price of how much drying it is as well. So I'm going to go over, have a little read, have a look, find out what the situation is, and then come back and decide what I'm going to do. By the way, at the minute, my new drink obsession is peach iced tea. I go through phases of like liking it, then not really having it that much. I always like it, but I just don't have it that much. But I started getting it in Thailand and absolutely love it from 7-Eleven. And now I ended up picking up the Lipton one again, and I've just added it with some ice, and I love it. Right, this is the thing in question, obviously, so I'm going to need that one for a wash, and then I'm going to have to put it in there for a dry. But I'm trying to figure out the price of it. So it maybe says here, detergent, continue, pass. I just want to do it on here, right? So I need to wash first. So, oh no, okay, oh god,
So it's a wash, right? £11. Okay, all right, okay, so it's £11 for that. So then do they give you detergent? Select required temperature. Okay, let us just check the price of drying as well then. I'd say normal. It's gonna, how long do I know it's gonna need? Oh my god, you can't give this me responsibility. So 60 minutes is £14, 45 minutes is £10.50. Okay, I still think it's gonna work out cheaper than getting a new one. Plus I don't want to buy a new one if I don't need to have a new one, so I think I'll do a wash first. So if I just go through wash, 20, normal, I don't know what I'm doing, to be honest. I like mine at home. Oh my god, okay, so it's adding up here things. Pre-wash, ideal for heavily soiled items. Softener. Okay, well I would usually have that and that at home. Send a notification text. Would you like to receive a notification text 5 minutes before the end of your wash? See, that's what you have to do, and then come back and get it. So that's going up to £15.50, and then obviously with the dry as well, it's going to be £25.50. Oh, I think £25.50 is quite expensive for one wash and dry. And it's only the duvet, so I think I'm gonna go to Home Bargains and see the price of them there, because that's expensive. Like, yeah, I don't know, I'm in a predicament, but it doesn't fit in my washer, so I don't know what to do. Right, I think I'll go to Home Bargains and get the price of Super King new one. I feel like going forward, if I get tempted by things that are like obviously a festive edition or something, instead of buying things that like will just sit in the house, I'm going to get things that I'll actually use up. So cleaning products or like bath products and stuff, but that's only if I get really, really tempted. At the minute I'm not too bothered, but I feel like near Christmas I might, and instead of buying more Christmas decor that I just don't need, I'm going to get like more like stuff like this that I'll actually use up. Like when it comes to like trying to be more minimalistic, it doesn't matter about things that'll get used up, so like food and products that I'll actually use. But I'm trying not to buy like clutter that'll just clutter the house, and I'll get frustrated when I already have loads of that particular item. I don't need it, but this is really, really intrigued. It's a hair removal sponge, and excuse me what, like I do not think this will work, but if you've got it and it works, please tell us, because I'm just like, how? I feel like if I wanted anything like Halloween-y or to give us vibes, it would be something like a bath fizzer that I'm going to use. But to be honest, do I want an orange bath fizzer? I mean, yeah, I do love a bath bomb and a fizzer, but I'm just not too bothered. Do you know what I mean? I'm like, I don't need it. I have other bath bombs in the house. But yeah, they just have so much stuff, guys, and it's just so easy to get roped into buying it, and I always do. I always do. So I'm just trying to make that conscious effort. Do I really need the pumpkin-themed socks? I mean, they're cute as heck, but no, I don't need them. See, I feel like I've never been too bad with Halloween. Like pumpkin themed stuff in autumn, yes, but it's the Christmas that gets us. I don't need anything, like I said, unless I see something for someone. Oh, it's this autumn stuff though, look at this. Like this would have us in a chokehold. I've just got rid of all my pumpkin mugs, so it's absolutely not allowed, but they are really, really cute. And look at that. What scent is this? Does it say? Pumpkin. I like the smell of it, but to be fair, I'm burning a Christmas one at the minute because I've had a Christmas Yankee candle, the one I had in my bath last night, that I haven't been able to get rid of. So I'm like, what's the point in buying any that I just can't use them up in time? This one says pomegranate spiced. That will give you a sniff. Oh, that is a really nice autumn scent. I'm not too keen on like the pumpkin scent, but that smells really nice. If I needed a candle, this would be a consideration, but I do not. I don't need one, so I'm not getting one. Not allowed. No. Like, if you watch my honeymoon vlog, I will say it time and time again, this is the best sun cream in the entire world. I will need some for later in the year, but I'm not going to get it just yet because I want to probably come back and do another trip for that. But yeah, you cannot beat it. I love it so much. I'm really into like chunky charm bracelets at the minute, and look at this, Juicy Couture, design your own charm bracelet. They have a bigger kit up there as well. What the hell? Why do I think this is so cute? I'm definitely not getting it, but also very, very cute. I would so appreciate this. I was going to say as a kid, but actually now I'm really into the chunky charm jewellery. Love that. I just got rid of all my tumblers, and have I made room for this? Absolutely not, but it is very, very cute. I like that. I like this as well. Don't need it, but it's very cute. Super King, $24.99. So it was right not to put it in the wash thing, because that is actually cheaper than putting it in the wash. So I'm just gonna buy a new one. I don't know what 10.5 tog means. I've never known what any of this means, alright? But that is my size bed, so I'm gonna grab that.
You've seen the actual size of that spot. It is hurting. It's hurting. Anyway, just got out the shower. And that spot has definitely come from my period. I'm on like a bit of a period. I'm saying a bit because it's not like full on TMI, but like...
Shower done. I've got like one more day, which is tomorrow, to... I'm calling them like my free days where I don't have like meetings or appointments, or I have like one piece of work deadline, but it's not like, it's like a 10-minute job, so it's fine. I can get that done. Yes, I have like a like deadline which I need to get done tomorrow, but it's only like 10 minutes, so that's fine. Calling like tomorrow another free day kind of thing, just like can do what I want, and that is still sorting the house. It's kind of like a day off scheduled stuff. Do you know what I mean? So I'm still sorting the house. I've got quite a lot done today, sorting, cleaning, but I just need to do a little bit more sorting and organising and cleaning, you know? Never ending. But we're getting there. We are actually getting there, which makes us feel good. I have had these pyjamas for literal years, and they're the ugliest jammies you'll probably ever see. They're like faded yellow. They've got little dinosaurs on saying T-Rex and Raw. Like, how did I bag myself a husband when I own jammies like this? Well, don't see myself parting with them anytime soon. Towels need to go on the air dry. Serious question, how many times do you reuse your towels? Because you've got people that say, I wouldn't reuse it more than once, but I'm not that girl, because I'm like, no, you're clean, like, give it another go, like, think of the planet, don't wash it all the time. I'm going to do a really quick sort me cell out. I want to get into bed and read my book, to be honest with ya. I'm excited for the next chapters. Whew. If I'm doing the quickest routine ever, then it's going to be, if I just want a really quick routine on my face and I don't want to experiment with anything, obviously I cleansed it in the shower with, what cleanser did I use? Some cleanser, I can't remember. But then I'm going to go in with my Radiant Revive Eye Serum. This is the Skin Studio by Be Perfect Cosmetics. By the way, guys, I love Be Perfect Cosmetics, and I don't know if many of you have heard of them, but I've actually been an ambassador for a few months now, and if you follow us on Instagram, you'll have seen us talk about loads of their products, my favourites and all that, but I just haven't really had the opportunity to talk much about them on YouTube yet. But oh my god, if you would like to try any of their products, you can use my code, which will be on the screen now, and it'll give you a discount. This isn't an ad, but I am an ambassador, so I do work with them monthly, but this particular video isn't an ad. But I've just used the eye serum there. I love the fake tan. I love so many of their makeup products, and a lot of you on Instagram are saying my skin looks really nice recently, and I think that's because of the makeup products I've been using, especially the Skin Fusion. This one, it's the skincare infused skin tint, and it is bloody brilliant. But I do use a lot of their products. Right, I'm just gonna dab this into my eye cream, and then I've just put this, I'm trying to get through it, it's the Body Shop Bone Lippy Watermelon Lip Balm on my lips. I wear it every night and it's nearly gone. We're nearly at the end of it, but not quite yet, so I've been using this for a while. I'm using it as like an overnight lip mask. It's not advertised as that, it's literally advertised as a flavoured lip balm, but to me it's an overnight lip mask if I put it on before I go to bed, and it stays on my lips overnight, and then my lips are nice and hydrated in the morning, okay? And I've got two creams that I go in with. They are from Be Perfect because I love them. This one has the pump like this, but I keep checking how much of it I've got left, and as you can see, not much at all. So this cream is the Skin Studio Glow Boost Moisturiser Cream. I do feel like this is giving my skin such a lush glow, but before I put that on, I do go in with this. This is the Skin Studio Replenish and Revive Recovery Cream. I do really like this one as well. As you can see, both nearly at the end. I'm not sure how much you can see that because of the light, but I haven't got much of them left at all, so I will reorder them. But yeah, if you want to try any of the Skin Studio stuff, they've got their tan, or if you want to try their makeup products, make sure you do it with a discount, because why wouldn't you want a little bit of a discount? But honestly, I'm loving the products, and one of my favourite products as well is their cleanser. I've been through like 2 tubs of it already. And it's beautiful. It's a really nice, it's very like the Elemis Balm cleanser, I'm not gonna lie, but it's not as expensive as that. And then I'm just going in with the other cream. This one is literally nearly out, so I need to get some more desperately. This spot is killing. It always happens when I come on my period, or like it's the biggest spot I've had in a long time, to be honest with you. And it's only a bloody half period I'm on as well. Imagine if I was on a full blown one. I haven't even got any spot patches to like get rid of it, so that's annoying. I've got no zit cream, I've got nouch. I don't think I've got anything of the sort. I banged my head on the cupboard today, yeah, and it is absolutely killing. Like my kitchen cupboard, I went to look for Dolly's tablet and I went like that and it like bashed it, yeah. Got a little red mark, it's killing. Anyway, for tonight's basic, simple skincare, I'm then going to go in with my Caudalie Beauty Exceller. What does this do for your skin? I don't actually know. I just like it because I like the smell of it, and I do feel like it makes my skin hydrating. It gives us that glow, and I think I'm so used to the smell of it now that like it's my evening smell. It's my like lavender. I feel like it smells like lavender to me, but it might not be lavender. It says soothing glowing complexion. Oh, organic balm mint rosemary, grape and orange. Okay, so there's no fucking lavender in it, but to me it smells like lavender, and it's my evening smell now. Okay, right, I am ready for bed, ready to get in and read some of my book, which I'm very excited about. Oh, I haven't taken me meds, man. I'll take one over to the bed. I've put them towels on that door, and the way it was sitting, every time I was glancing it in my eyes there, I kept thinking it was a face and internally shitting myself. Towels, don't scare me like that, alright? We've got 3 whippets in here. Luna and Henry have decided they're doing roll of Mum and Dad the night, and then Dolly is at the bottom. You've always got a red chest, Lou. You've always got a bit of a red chest, haven't you? Right, you're going to let us in? Like, obviously, having free will as an adult, I could sleep on Sean's side of the bed tonight because he's on night shift. Like, I could sleep on his side of the bed and have total free will, like adult free will. I can't sleep on his side of the bed. He's not here. Do I want to do it? No. I like my side of the bed. You know what I mean? Why? I don't know. Right, light is going on. Book is being read. Meds are being taken. And I'll check back in before I go to sleep on what I think of the next few chapters, and then that'll probably conclude this vlog, alright? Stay patient, gals. I'll be back. Okay, so I read 3 chapters tonight, and I'm really, really, really liking this book, not gonna lie. So yeah, I think it's a good read. But yeah, I'll mention it on other vlogs and keep you up to date with if I finish it and my thoughts. If you want us to talk more about books, I know when I started reading about a year or so ago and I was talking about the books, you seem to really like it on the vlog, so yeah, I'll probably pick that back up. But anyway, I'm going to end this vlog here and start a new one tomorrow, so thank you so much for watching, and I'll see you very shortly for another one. Bye.